Welcome to EdDevelop. Have you ever been in an elevator and suddenly felt it free-falling? It can be a terrifying experience. But did you know that there is a scientific strategy that could save your life if this ever happens to you? In this video, we will explore the science behind the strategy of jumping to survive a free-falling elevator. We will examine how this strategy works and discuss the safety precautions that are recommended to increase the chances of survival in a situation like this. Imagine you're standing in an elevator. The doors shut and the lift begins its descent. Suddenly, the power fails, and you find yourself in a free-falling elevator, plummeting towards the ground. It's every person's nightmare, but could it be possible to survive such an event? Well, according to some experts, there may be a strategy that could help you survive such a situation: jumping. In this video, we will explore the science behind the strategy of jumping in a free-falling elevator and how it could save your life. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video if you want to receive future updates from us. What would you do if you were in a free-falling elevator? Nobody wants to consider being trapped in an elevator that starts to fall unexpectedly. However, if something like this were to ever occur, it's crucial to know how to react. Although unlikely, it is nevertheless possible for this to occur. Remaining composed while analyzing the circumstance is the first step. Has the elevator stopped, or is it still moving? Can you do anything to prevent the elevator from falling? The next action should be to brace yourself and search for anything you can grip onto that might help to slow down your fall once you have confirmed that the elevator is still dropping. You might be able to grab onto something like the ceiling or the walls, maybe the door frame, depending on how high the elevator is. You must brace yourself for the force of falling to the ground if there is nothing within reach. It is also important to note that you should not try to jump out of the elevator at this time, because doing so could result in significant harm or even death. However, there are rare circumstances where jumping is a good choice and can save your life. To learn more about the research underlying this tactic, watch the video up to the end. The science behind the strategy. When it comes to surviving a free-falling elevator, the strategy of jumping has gained a lot of attention in recent years. Though it may seem counterintuitive, jumping can help increase your chances of survival in a free-falling elevator. The concept behind this strategy is based on physics and the fact that air resistance can slow down a falling elevator. You can slow down the elevator's descent by jumping to generate an additional force. The more effort you can exert, the better your chances are of slowing down the elevator and surviving. Though this strategy may sound like a risky move, it is actually supported by scientific evidence. Researchers at Cornell University performed a series of experiments to determine how much force would be required to reduce the velocity of a falling elevator. Their results showed that even a small amount of force could reduce the rate of descent enough to increase the chances of survival. Overall, the research supporting this strategy indicates that jumping may be a useful approach to improve your odds of surviving in a free-falling elevator. However, it's crucial to keep in mind that this method must be implemented at the right time. Make cautious to weigh all the options before executing this maneuver, because jumping too soon or too late could have disastrous effects. How to survive a free-falling elevator. The instinct is to panic when faced with the possibility of a free-falling elevator. However, you can improve your chances of surviving if you know what to do. Try to be cool while you take the first step. After then, check for an emergency stop button, which may be nearby the doors or inside the elevator car. To stop the descent, if you discover it, press it as quickly as you can. If you're unable to locate an emergency stop button or it doesn't work, you should start preparing for the fall by crouching down in a stable position with your feet planted firmly on the ground and your back against the wall. This position will help minimize your body's impact when the elevator hits the bottom. The distribution of weight inside the elevator should also be taken into consideration. Make sure everyone is evenly spread out if there are multiple people in the elevator. This will reduce the risk of harm by distributing the force of the hit. Finally, you might wish to jump up right before the elevator touches the ground if you have time. With your body being propelled higher by gravity and momentum, this can assist to decrease the impact of the fall. You avoid losing balance and maybe hurting yourself, though make sure to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. By following these steps and staying calm, you can increase your chances of surviving a free-falling elevator. When should you jump? It can be challenging to decide whether to jump or not while an elevator is free-falling. Even though it can seem instinctive, you should only try to jump if everything else fails. A jump must be carefully performed in order for it to be effective, so make sure you have enough time and space. When the elevator is accelerated to about 60 miles per hour, it is when you should jump. This is because jumping at this pace will result in a better ending on the ground. When the elevator reaches 10 to 15 floors above the ground level, that is the best time to jump. This gives you adequate time to get ready and carry out a secure jump. Before jumping, it's crucial to think about timing as well as the elevator's surroundings. It is crucial to make sure that everyone is prepared to jump before doing so if there are several people inside. As a result, it's crucial to evaluate the circumstance and use your best judgment when determining whether or not to jump. When used correctly, jumping can be an effective survival strategy in a free-falling elevator. It is important to understand the science behind the strategy and make sure you are ready before attempting to jump. If executed correctly, jumping can save lives and increases the chances of survival in a free-falling elevator. What if there is more than one person in the elevator? When 2 or more people are stuck in a free-falling elevator, it is important to know that there is no single strategy that can guarantee safety for all. It is important to assess the situation and determine who is the most capable of escaping. For example, if one person is younger and more agile, they may be better suited to jump before the others. However, if one or more passengers are injured or unable to move, jumping may not be an option. In these cases, the remaining passengers should look for any possible emergency exits, such as a ceiling hatch or an emergency phone. Additionally, the passengers should brace themselves by bending their knees and trying to spread out the impact when the elevator hits the bottom. By preparing in advance, the chances of survival in a multiple passenger freefall are greatly improved. Another essential component of this strategy is communication. The passengers must be able to stay calm and listen carefully to each other to agree on a plan of action. If someone shouts jump, everyone must coordinate their movements so that everyone jumps at the same time. This will help disperse the shockwave created upon impact and reduce the risk of injury. Additionally, understanding the science behind free-falling elevators can help prevent panic during a life-threatening situation. Knowing what to expect and how best to prepare could be the difference between life and death. In conclusion, jumping might not save you from a free-falling elevator, but being well prepared may increase your chances. The idea of jumping in a free-falling elevator might sound like something out of an action movie, but it could save your life. While the chances of being in a situation like this are slim, knowing what to do in the case of an emergency could help save your life. By understanding the physics behind the strategy and when it should be used, you can increase your chances of survival. When the time comes to make a split-second decision, remember to take a deep breath and stay calm. You never know, the right strategy might be the difference between life and death. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. What did you think about our video? Subscribe for more content like this and hit the like button and share. Also, leave a comment if you have a topic you want us to cover. Until next time, take care.